It's your boy Spank Dog, aka Puffinstein, at YouTube. You already know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We about to do the do. I just wanted to show you this to a lot of people that are trying to become streamers or whatever. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that would hate or whatever. So this is what you might be looking for. If you're having trouble like finding something that you wanna use to start your streaming, you would get something like this. This is the Logitech Rio. You know, my brother started using another camera, so um, he left this with me, and I ended up utilizing it. And it's a pretty good camera. They have newer ones with better definitions, and I just wanted to, do something good to start the post. There's been, a lot of negative talk talking about people bad guys or what people consider bad guys, alleged stuff. But some of them dudes we speaking on, they really are bad guys. So, but this time we're gonna stay away from all that nonsense. Um, this is the Logitech Rio. This is my little help to anybody trying to make their way as a streamer. This is definitely one of the cameras you'd like. It'll help you with your Twitch, Streamlabs, even the YouTube channel, everything. So Logitech Rio, I forget the model number. So, but anyway, today we got an order from your favorite. Well, soon I'm gonna be your favorite dealer. But right now, they're your favorite dealer. Um, Soon I'll be number one. They'll be in second place. Nah, I'm just playing. Big shout out to COMC underscore consignment at eBay. I mean, that building is amazing. If that's their headquarters, like there's really a chunk of change in this collectible trading card stuff. And I've already witnessed it firsthand, but not to that degree. Like if you see the building that they have, I mean, it has COMC written on the side of the building, so I thought maybe they were leasing a place in the building, but then when you look at it, you're like, they have to be the main owners of the building to have that written on the side. But just to make a long story short, that they're like the most successful trading card dealers I've ever seen, besides like Panini themselves, Tops themselves. What's another one? Even Leaf. Even though people buy Leaf as like a last resort for an autograph, I don't know why it's like that. Oh, I know why. Remember when I told you that you have to be licensed by the player and the organization, or it's not worth as much? That's an exact example. I know a lot of you are familiar with cards, but not to the degree that I'm familiar with cards. I've been dealing with cards since I was 5 years old, so I've been dealing with cards for 42 years while I watch my brother collect comic books. And um, forgot what I was saying, but anyway, to make a long story short, there's money in this stuff, you know, and gotta do it a certain way. There's money with the comics, there's money with the Funko Pops, there's money with all of it. You gotta remember, digital will never erase physical. So all you guys out there, I'm a technology head. I love some video games. I love some web browsing. I love everything about technology and digitalizing and all of that. But I don't want to replace some realistic things. You can't hurt the workforce because capitalism allows you to utilize AI, and you're gonna have a whole people starving because you're using artificial intelligence on everything. At some point, you gotta say, nah, that job is for a person. They gotta get paid. We gotta keep this society running. It can't be where the man who owns the company decides to fire the whole workforce and puts AI to replace them. You know what that would do to society? You know what I mean? In any society. You gotta utilize AI. The funny thing is while people out there, certain capitalists are out there replacing workforces with AI, which is horrible unless it's filling a gap that that person couldn't fill. You know, so it wasn't never gonna be unless AI did it. So that's different. That's not replacement. You know, that's addition. So, but AI, you cannot let AI replace the workforce. A matter of fact, the crazy thing is, and I know this, and I had somebody had to bring it to my attention to realize that it's true. Not only is it disgusting to replace a worker with AI, you're actually supposed to be utilizing AI to save mankind. Artificial intelligence is the greatest thing that might have happened to us. And instead of thinking about how to make more money by firing a guy and replacing him with AI, you can utilize AI to grow food, to create homes, to do so much more positive things instead of being a pig and replacing your workers with AI. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, you already know how I give it up. I'm a different kind of person. I don't even. Let me tell you something. You know, there's been a big debate between me and another person about whether, you know, you should let it all hang out at all times or if you should be politically correct sometimes. I'm the one that says you got to be politically correct sometimes. You know, but sometimes you find yourself being politically correct and you realize now ain't the time. Actually, this is the time, you know, you let your true colors hang out because the person in front of you ain't respecting it. You know, like he actually would respect the true you more so. Meanwhile, you're trying to have class. You're in a workplace. You're going on an interview. You don't want to be like that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let us get to the COMC order. You know, I always buy that fly stuff. It's an unboxing. This is COMC underscore consignment. Big shout out to you guys. I've always talked to them in emails. You know, they know me and my wife, by my wife's name, because both of our names they see when we order. So I think I was on a real tandem kick. There's these tandem cards that I noticed they're kind of rare, and they got them priced at a price that's not what they should be for how little of them are available right now. So I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. There will be other cards and other players and stuff. This was going on during the. I ordered these. I don't know if it was during Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves versus Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, or if it was during, you know, well, actually, the Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum and Pacers matchup was going on at the same time, or I don't know if I ordered this when there were 8 teams left. You know what I'm saying? And whoever got knocked out, like the Nuggets, I think the Nuggets were still left at this time, and other teams, maybe the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? They were still playing the Pacers. So if you see any, whatever, Tyrese Halliburton's, Jalen Brunson's, Jokic's, most likely they were still in it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one thing they always. I love it though. They really package it really nice. Look at this. You know, you can't package it any better than this. First of all, this is called corrugated cardboard. You know, this is a special kind of cardboard. You know, the one that they make the monster boxes out of with the 5 or 4 lanes. Well, this is the same exact cardboard. It's called corrugated cardboard. And, you know, they send me this is a nice little box, is what I'm saying. Even though it's cardboard, you know, if you go to the collectible shop, it'll cost you $1 or 2. You know, and then these are the cards. I had also told you guys about the Steph Currys. There's a certain year, which I'll give you the year, 2020. I'm telling you guys, in 2020, Donruss Optic came out with a set, and in that set, there's a subset called Winner Stays. Now, in that Winner Stays set, there's a Stephen Curry. In the background, you see a silhouette of LeBron James, and it's becoming a famous card. So Like I don't know, I just be honest sometimes. Like I do this like for real, and I kind of understood that if I started to like try to corner the market on these things, it will cause a frenzy. Right now, this Stephen Curry right here is on fire. Because if you notice on the purple ones, it's a little hard to see. But if you notice, LeBron's right there, right behind Steph. So, and I think I might have showed you this in the last unboxing of merchandise liquidations or COMC. Look at how the thing stood in place. That's what I call TLC. You know, first of all, the great thing about COMC is its tender loving care and great prices. They're not the guys that are like, well, you're paying for packaging. Nah, they give you a great price and they hook your package up. Sweet. All right. So we're gonna talk about cameos today in cards also. What made me realize this trend in cards was when Kobe passed away. When Kobe, first of all, rest in peace, Kobe. I was an Iverson fan, but still, first of all, Iverson, as great as he was, Kobe captured 5 rings. So it was a loss in many ways. So, but anyway, what happened was is when he passed away, I had a LeBron James card, and Kobe was playing defense on him, or it's the other way around. It was a Kobe Bryant card, I believe, chrome one from Topps Chrome from 2009. It's a very expensive set, you know. But the crazy thing is that there's a LeBron in there, there's a Kobe in there where LeBron is guarding him, and when Kobe passed away, that particular card shot through the roof because LeBron and him were in the card together, and in real life, you had seen Kobe try to help LeBron with his game and not hate. That's his competitor. So to tell him how to win the game, to be more aggressive, it's a disservice to himself. He has to compete against this guy, and he's giving him key, things to win the game. Again, that would be against him only if they met in the finals. So he's over here telling a man he could run into in the finals how to win. And it showed how Kobe had no hate in his blood. He loved LeBron. And that particular card of the gem, I had 3 regular ones and a hologram. I guess maybe that was divine intervention, or maybe a greater power punishing me, because I kind of knew that the Kobe cards were gonna go up, and like a capitalist idiot, I decided to cash in on the amount that had went up quickly. And meanwhile, if I would have kept them, they went up way more after that. So it was almost like I got taught a lesson for being greedy, especially about somebody who had passed. So, but look, this is what I'm gonna do, guys, so we can wrap it up a little quicker. I'm gonna show you the 40 gems that I bought. I'll be saying names and companies. You try to follow, you make sense out of it, and then I'll shout you out with a goodbye. Let the demonstration begin. You might want to get a little closer to this is where I'm gonna be laying them out. All right, there's receipts in the back. In the cards. So I'm gonna make sure they're the right side up, and I'm gonna start demonstrating them. That's a purple Stephen Curry with LeBron as the cameo. I have a feeling that even though I bought this for like $7, it'll be worth a lot more in the future. That's a Tyrese Halliburton green second year. It's a parallel. It's not a regular base card. When a card is not limited and it's just the actual base card, that's what it's called, the base card. But when it has a color to it, or remember, usually when it has the color, it has the glow too. This is a hologram refractor type color. It refracts the light. So this is what you would call a green prism. Like slash hologram slash refractor. And it does refract the light. So that's his second year, and it's not the base card, it's the green version. This is, remember what I told you about the cameos? I got this for a great price. That's Bam Adebayo and Donovan Mitchell. I'll show you it this way so you can see it right. And I got it for a great price. See, these are a lot of cameos. This is Zion Williamson and John Morant. They're saying he gained more weight again, man. I'm hoping that he's got it right. They're not going to give him much more chances, you know. And I bought a couple of them because he's so low priced, you know, that I still got hope in him. I think he's going to get it right. Well, I wouldn't have bought those, you know. These are the two of the greatest short guys in the NBA, John Morant and Trae Young. This is one of those cameos that I like, that I think will go up because they're both on the same card. That's another tandem with two guys, Hall of Famers, I believe. Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon. He never got a ring, but he is sure is. He's one of them. Allen Iverson. Who's another guy that took the team, like Dirk Nowitzki, but Dirk got a ring. But underneath him, Hakeem won 2 rings. So then we got another John Morant, Trae Young. That's these are called jersey swaps. Now I only try to buy the holos or the explosions, because the regular ones are cheap, but they have a Luka Doncic Trae Young one. That one I'll take the base version of. There goes another one. There goes another one. You know how I am. Those are the holo versions of jersey swap with John Morant and Trae Young, and that's the Bam Adebayo. And matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll have a stack for the sideways ones, and I'll have a stack for the ones that are the regular way. So we're going into the next package. I would say there was about 10 cards in there. So look, see, like I said, these guys, if he wouldn't have gotten into trouble with the gun charge, I would have really been ODing. But to be honest with you, I think he's coming back too, and I think he's gonna do well. So while his cards had went down over the controversy that was going on with him and the gun charge, I took advantage and I loaded up on John Moran a little bit while he was cheap. Because the whole time before that, he was so expensive. The only time I was able to get him at a good price was when that happened. So, being the capitalist society that we are, I capitalized. All right. Tyrese Halliburton second year, but instead of green, that's the silver holo. That is cameo, well, you know, tandems. It's Tim Duncan and David Robinson. David Robinson only got to enjoy 1 ring out of that 5-piece, but you know what? He got 5. He still got 1. You know. Look, another Zion and John Morant. That shows you that I believe in both of them. One's overweight and one caught a gun charge. Now, to be honest with you, I believe in redemption. I believe they could both redeem themselves, period. Or I would not have bought those. And not only that, you're never going to get them cheaper than for what they are right now if they do good again. Green parallel of Tyrese Halliburton second year. Silver hologram of Tyrese Halliburton second year. Wilt Chamberlain and Willis Reed. I'm a Knicks fan. I got that. You know what? Like, first of all, they're legends, real legends. They won it in 72, I believe, or 69. I forget. God forgive me, because I'm a Knicks fan. I think they won it in 69 and 71. And if I'm right, hit me with a comment. And this is the stuff I was telling you about. Like I said, I will buy base ones, because this is such a beautiful card. Look at this. You know, like, it's just has that je ne sais quoi, that it factor about the card. Like, LeBron's just hidden right there. He's sniffing his butt. So, but anyway, Silver Tyrese Halliburton second year refractor, and this would have been better than the Trey Young at one point, but right now the Luka with the Trey Young is the better one, because Ja gotta still next year make his splash back in the NBA. When he came back for 9 games this year, but they decided to shut him down because um it didn't make no sense. They weren't gonna make the playoffs, and he had already missed a lot of the season. They figured just get him ready mentally, physically for next season. I agreed with that decision. As much as I love him to keep playing to build his stats, it's more about him getting everything straight. You got to remember the kid comes from an environment where them things aren't, that hidden. They're not that rare to see. So you got to forgive him somewhat. All right, that's Tyler Herro and PJ Washington. I love Tyler Herro. I don't think that they gave him the shot that he deserved, and he still shined. And then PJ Washington is just in the perfect position. He actually was a big part of Game 5 with the Mavericks, and he's been doing good for them. Another Tyrese Halliburton second year green parallel. This is because this kid is so good that they got his second year and a rare version of it, because these are all silvers and green ones. They're not easy to get, and they got them for 99 cents. So I'm cashing in. That's an explosion of Donovan Mitchell and Bam Adebayo, I believe, and it's an explosion. They gave it to me for a good price. This is one of the regular Steph Currys I was telling you about. Right now, if anybody's interested, you could go on eBay right now, and with just $3 or $4, you can grab yourself a regular one. And I wouldn't say that's a bad idea if you care like that. If you care about turning your $4 into maybe 10 or 20 in the future, the near future, maybe a year or two from now, maybe it could happen. I could show you cards that are more likely for it to happen. You know, um, Ja Morant and Trey Young. Like I said, Ja's going through a little something. Trey Young is just a bad man. At that height, he was doing so bad at the beginning of the year, and he still finished in like the top 15 in the world. While at the beginning of the season, for like the first 15 games, he was ranked like 70th. You know what you got to do to go from 70th to 15th in the last like 60 games of the season? That's incredible. That's crazy. But first of all, you don't want to dig yourself into that place where you got to get out. All right, like I said, you could get the regular one for $3 or $4, but these purple ones, after I was finished buying them for 4, 5, 6, 7, now you probably got to pay 10, 12. But I would say it's not a bad idea, neither yet. Here's more tandems. I only pick ring winners mostly with these. If I did pick a non-ring winner, it's because I might want to try to complete the set. It's such a beautiful set. That's Giannis and Chris Middleton. And between him, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, Brooke Lopez, and maybe one or two other guys I'm forgetting, they won that ring together. So they got their ring. You already know, man. James Harden, as much as I love him, as bad as he is on the court with the moves and the Jimmy, he's just been. I think his emotions affected his outcome too much. Maybe thinking that he was, God's gift might have went to his head. And I don't know the person. Like I said, I don't really want to speak too much about a person I don't know. So that's just a slight speculation. I don't know this man. He could be the greatest man in the world. Tyler Herro and PJ Washington. If you notice, it got that little glow. That means it's not regular like the one under it. If you notice them side by side, one got a little glow and this one doesn't. And then this is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. A two-time ring winner in Kawhi and a no-time ring winner in Paul George. Even though Paul George, I'll still say he is a bad dude. Oh, and to top it off, he broke his leg and still came back as good as he was. I don't know if it affected him, slightly, but he sure could play with it after he broke his leg. Put it like that. I didn't really notice much of a difference. But then you would have to ask him if when he snapped his leg, there were certain things he couldn't do no more. So, but this is, see, I told you I believe in them. I definitely believe in them. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. That was like, they're one of the lower price guys in the set. But Julius Randle puts up monster numbers. And I still feel like the cat ain't out the bag with RJ Barrett. Purple Steph. See, I told you I still believe in Zion. And I like Brandon Ingram. Second year Therese Halliburton green parallel. Charles Barkley Hakeem Olajuwon tandem. Another green Tyrese Halliburton second year. Another silver one. All right, I had to get the Damian Lillard CJ McCollum tandem. And then last but not least, another silver. So that's everything, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I put you up on ways to get cards for good prices. I introduced you to merchandise liquidations and COMC underscore collectibles. If you're out here in New York, you can go check my boys on Metropolitan and Woodhaven Royal Collectibles. If you want to do something face to face and not online, Mike and Chuck are over there. And I believe the other guy's name is Jay. And they're all good people. So it's your boy Spank Dog. You already know, like, comment, share, subscribe, please. And I'm out.